What's up, you guys? This is Adam Gillespie with Ranson Sweaty Calves coming at you with yet another video. And wouldn't you know, activists are activizing. It's not even a real word, it's just... I can't care to really give them any credit for anything that they do anymore. They're just lazy and annoying. Amidst Wikipedia scandal, Luke Skywalker labeled as LGBTQ plus individual based on 2022 short story by activist writer Sam Maggs. Amid the current scandal involving Star Wars fan encyclopedia Wikipedia and their decision to include pronouns on their character pages, the website also labeled Luke Skywalker as an LGBTQ plus character based on a recent short story by activist writer Sam Maggs. As part of the site's LGBTQ plus individuals character page, Luke Skywalker is listed alongside Obi-Wan Kenobi, Wilhuff Tolkien, Ray Sloan, Val Sartha, Chili, Lona Afra, and others. Here's an image of that if you guys wanted to pause the video and zoom in. I'm not going to. Makes it a little bit awkward that Obi-Wan Kenobi and Luke Skywalker teamed up in the first movie then, especially with the age difference and the possibility for grooming. Because the only love interest I ever saw Obi-Wan have in the entirety of Star Wars was with that one chick from Mandalore who I've already forgotten the name of. Satine, that's her name. Satine. And unless they're going to say, when he says, "I love you," to Anakin, that's clearly a brotherly friendship-style love, not anything more. And Luke Skywalker got married to Mara Jade in the original comics. Of course, that doesn't necessarily mean anything, because Disney has destroyed everything that was once good about Star Wars, so they could have very well turned him into a gay character for no reason. But let's go ahead and get into this. When questioning as to why Luke Skywalker was included on the category page, Wikipedia first answered by writing on Twitter. Here's this. He says there's a story in which he felt romantic feelings towards a guy. I'm going to go ahead and read through the pictures here so you guys don't have to hear me read through the entire article of this story. But there's this guy on Twitter saying, not trolling in any way, but what is the rationale for Luke being included in the LGBTQ plus list? Not saying there isn't one, I am just not really familiar with anything defining his gender, sexuality, etc. in canon besides for maybe a girlfriend in the comics. There's a story in which he felt romantic feelings towards a guy, says Wikipedia. But as we go down, we see here, Miles M. asks Wikipedia if they can cite it. Wikipedia then says, Luke on the Bright Side. A short story published in the Stories of Jedi and Sith. Interestingly, the actual story doesn't appear to show any romantic feelings expressed by Luke Skywalker toward Sergeant Ray Hollis of Alliance Special Forces, despite Sam Maggs' clear history of pushing her activism into her stories. The short story follows Luke's arrival to Hoth that's a weird way of saying it, to use the Force to aid the Rebel Alliance in digging given their radar equipment is not functioning. In the process of being escorted throughout the base by Hollis, the two fall victim to an ice worm attack and bury them beneath the base. Luke must use the Force to find the weak points in the ice so they can dig out and free themselves. There is a point in the story where Luke clenches Hollis's hands and goes into a trance of Tatooine. It appears Luke focuses on Tatooine to aid him in using the Force and create heat to keep them both warm. Because again, this is Hoth, a place where it regularly gets to below zero temperatures, which is not necessarily habitable, and with there not being any sunlight in these caves, so on and so forth, and risk of being attacked, it's only logical that they would seek to warm up in some way. It doesn't require or necessitate romantic interest. Maggs writes, I look down at your faintly glowing hands and then back up at Raya. I wouldn't say he looks happy. I don't think the guy has ever looked happy in a day in his life. There's still some doubt in my eyes, but I will say I'm going easy on myself. That he looks impressed. I flashed the same big grin I had from the first time I saw him. See, Jedi aren't all bad. The two then begin to use their heated hands to dig their way out. The story ends with a hopeful Luke, but one who is not expressing any kind of romantic interest in Hollis. Maggs concludes, and when we start to dig, it isn't long before the light breaks through, just like I saw in my mind's eye. The Force has never steered me wrong. I know it never will. Wikipedia making up a romantic interest between Luke Skywalker and Hollis appears to be just another example of the outlet denying the truth in order to push a misguided and evil agenda that most recently showcased when they decided to include pronouns on all their character pages. Pronouns that could be essentially decided by activist fans of the Disney series. There was even a tweet where somebody asked Wikipedia if they could change Luke Skywalker's pronouns to they, them, just for a few seconds so they could get a screenshot, which to Wikipedia obliged. So Wikipedia has officially abandoned everything that was once good about Star Wars and has officially sided with the dark side of the Force, being Disney. Disney has done nothing but dig up the corpse of Star Wars and continue to take steaming piles of dumps on the corpse of Star Wars ever since they bought it and killed it. And it's only gotten worse. They can't let themselves make anything good anymore. They have to be activists. They have to force their identity politics into everything. They can't just let the stories be what they were and what they always were supposed to be. They have to inject something political into a story that doesn't need real-world politics. Now, that's just what Disney does. Well, that's going to do it for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like, comment down below your thoughts, share this video out there with your friends, subscribe and hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss a single video that I upload, and make sure to check me out on all my different socials. I leave links to those in the description below. I hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of the week.